Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and I was just thinking before starting the video, I was thinking, haven't I been a good girl today? I've done my meditation, I've been for a nice walk in the sun, it's a beautiful day. I've done my yoga practice, I'm eating my green, brown smoothie, vegan smoothie. It's one of those sort of Instagram moments where someone posts like, "This is my day," and anyone that's still in bed or hungover is like, so not every day and not every Sunday is like this, but today has been a good day so far. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Firstly, I went for a walk in the park this morning, and autumn, so all the leaves, are falling off the trees. It's absolutely beautiful. Just the colours of these leaves, these big old trees, and the leaves on the ground. And when I go for a walk, I find it really helpful to be in nature and to just be distracted by whether it's animals or birds or even dogs running around, the beauty of what's around me. And there was this little girl with her dad, and really little, sort of 2 or 3, toddler, and all the grown-ups were like walking or running or cycling on the path, just kind of in one direction, just focused, moving forward. And this little girl was just playing in the leaves and kind of kicking them and picking them up and throwing them. And it just struck me that as grown-ups we just get so kind of focused on the end goal. We're just like, I'm here, I need to be there, or I need to go for a run, so I'm going to go from here, around, and there, and that's going to be it. Whereas this little girl was just in the moment. She was just loving the leaves and the sound of the leaves. And actually, after I saw her, I thought, that looks like fun. So I went and walked in the leaves and just kind of kicked them around a bit. And just the sound of the leaves crunching, and it really does just bring you in that little present moment, joyful, absolutely pointless fun. So that was the first thing that just came, it's a good lesson for us. Kids and animals give us these beautiful lessons of how to be present. And in those moments of presentness, we are at our most connected to source energy, to the universe, to our intuition. And what I wanted to talk about, I've been thinking a lot recently. So I'm in a period at the moment of manifesting, of creating. And I've been thinking of this balance between action and connection. So action, doing, but also allowing and being in that right space and having that right energy from which we're taking the action from. So previously in my life, I'm really good at action. Like, I'm a real proactive do. Intellectually, I can think of a lot of things to do. I can be quite organized. I can get stuff done. I'm a hustler. I can get stuff done. But that is not always the best way to do it, or it depends where that is coming from. Because if that action, which it definitely has been for me previously, is coming from a place of fear or anxiety or horrible external pressure, we can get stuff done, but it might be a lot harder, it might be more difficult for us to get there, or we might just not reach our goal. Whereas if we're taking action from that place of allowing, from that place of being connected, from that place of being present, and then allowing ourselves to feel abundant, like we're calling in what it is we most want, rather than pushing, grabbing. So it's just a very different energy. So just for example, yesterday I was quite busy. There were just actions that I needed to take. They weren't particularly interesting at all. They were boring paperwork, organizing stuff. So I just kind of got my action in gear and just boom, did it. So just, carried on. Whereas today, the actions I need to do need to be a bit more inspired. They're going to be more interacting with other people, asking other people for things. And that requires more coming from a better and more present and abundant place, you know, in myself, so that my energy and the level that I'm vibrating on can allow and call in what it is that I most want. So I very consciously this morning when I woke up, so when I wake up, my brain is often like, da, 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 da. There's like a million things I could do. So I had to very consciously be like, no, 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 Gemma, no, no, no. We need to just take it easy. What are the things that are going to get me in that right place? And going outside, absolutely. Going outside, going for a walk. I meditated, which obviously helps just quiet down, and yoga. So taking that one step further of being present, moving my body, stretching. So I was feeling really stiff from a very long run I went on the other day. Eating healthy food. I know it looks revolting, doesn't it? But it's actually delicious. So taking these steps to kind of bring my energy into the right space. And that means all of those different things. And sometimes when we've got stuff to do, or we're wanting something, or we're moving towards something, it's so easy to cancel out the things that seem sort of not proactive, like yoga, or just going for a walk, or whatever it might be. But actually, those things are so essential, and not just to keep you healthy and, you know, but to get to keep you in that space of manifestation, of, you know, feeling good and feeling abundant, because everything we do from that space is going to be so much more in alignment with what we want, and we're going to allow all that goodness to come in. So I've learned that it's not just a nice thing to do a bit of yoga and have a smoothie before you know, have a busy day. It's actually kind of essential when we're wanting to really create something special, or something we haven't created before, or something that our heart really, really desires. So it's this fine balance between action and moving forward, and then making sure we're in that right energy, that right mindset, which can sometimes feel like we're not doing anything to move ourselves forward, like yoga for an hour or whatever. So I just think it's so important, and it's almost like the magic potion, or, you know, the alchemy. One without the other, or, you know, one without the other can only get us so far. But when we can bring the both together, it's really, really potent. And that's kind of where those little magical things happen. So I hope that's a little bit helpful, and I hope you're having a lovely day. And I'm sure I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye.